The M203 is a single-shot 40mm underbarrel grenade launcher designed to attach to a rifle. It uses the same rounds as the older stand-alone M79 break-action grenade launcher, which utilizes the high-low propulsion system to keep recoil forces low. Quite versatile, and compatible with many rifle models, the M203 was originally designed for the US M16 and its variant, the M4 carbine. The launcher can also be mounted onto a C7, a Canadian version of the M16 rifle, however, this requires the prior removal of the bottom handguard. Stand-alone variants of the M203 exist, as do versions designed specifically for many other rifles. The device attaches under the barrel, the launcher trigger being in the rear of the launcher, just forward of the rifle magazine. The rifle magazine functions as a hand grip when firing the M203. A separate sighting system is added to rifles fitted with the M203, as the rifle's standard sights are not matched to the launcher. The version fitted to the Canadian C7 has a sight attached to the side of the launcher, either on the left or right depending on the user's needs. History. The M203 was the only part of the Army's Special Purpose Individual Weapon, SPIW, project to go into production. The M203 has been in service since 1969 and was introduced to U.S. military forces during the early 1970s, replacing the older M79 grenade launcher and the conceptually similar Colt XM148 design. However, while the M79 was a stand-alone weapon, and usually the primary weapon of troops who carried it, the M203 was designed as an underbarrel device attached to an existing rifle. Because the size and weight of 40mm ammunition limits the quantities that can be carried on patrol, and because a grenade is often not an appropriate weapon for a given engagement, i.e. when the target is at close range or near friendly troops, an underbarrel system has the advantage of allowing its user to also carry a rifle, and to easily switch between the two. A new grenade launcher, the M320, will eventually replace the M203 in the United States Army. The United States Marine Corps, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Navy continued to use the older M203, although the Marines began issuing the M320 in June 2017. The M320 features an advanced day/night sight, a double-action firing mechanism, as opposed to the M203's single-action, as well as other benefits, such as an unobstructed side-loading breech. Uses. The M203 grenade launcher is intended to be used as close-fire support against point and area targets. The round is designed to be effective at breaking through windows and exploding inside, blowing up doors, producing multiple casualties, destroying bunkers or emplacements, and damaging or disabling soft-skinned vehicles. In the Vietnam War, U.S. Navy and Coast Guard personnel on boats would lob 40mm grenades into the water, using the M79 grenade launcher, to preemptively attack Viet Cong swimmers, sappers, attempting to plant explosives on anchored or moored U.S. watercraft. Its primary purpose is to engage enemies in dead space that cannot be reached by direct fire. A well-trained M203 gunner can use his weapon to suppress the enemy, based on movement and sight. In addition, the M203 can be used as a crowd control weapon when equipped with the M651 tactical CS, tear gas, grenade. Classified as an anti-personnel weapon, the M203 is not intended to be used against armored or heavy vehicles. Rounds. The M203 is able to fire a variety of different rounds for many purposes. According to the U.S. Army Field Manual FM 3-22.31 40mm grenade launcher, M203, there are 8 different rounds for the M203. M433, high explosive. Dual-purpose round. The HEDP round has an olive drab aluminum skirt with a steel cup attached, white markings, and a gold ogive, head of the round. It penetrates at least 5 cm, 2 inches, when fired straight at steel armor at 150 meters or less, or, at a point target, it arms between 14 and 27 meters, causes casualties within a 130-meter radius, and has a kill radius of 5 meters. M406, high explosive round. The HE round has an olive drab aluminum skirt with a steel projectile attached, gold markings, and a yellow ogive. It arms between 14 and 27 meters, produces a ground burst that causes casualties within a 130-meter radius, and has a kill radius of 5 meters. M583A1, Star Parachute Round. This round is white impact or bar alloy aluminum, with black markings. It is used for illumination and signals and is lighter and more accurate than comparable handheld signal rounds. The parachute attached to the round deploys upon ejection to lower the candle at 7 feet per second. The candle burns for about 40 seconds. A raised letter on the top of the round denotes the color of the parachute. M585, White Star Cluster Round. This round is white impact or bar aluminum alloy, with black markings. The attached plastic ogive has 5 raised dots for night identification. The round is used for illumination or signals. It is lighter and more accurate than comparable handheld signal rounds. The individual stars burn for about 7 seconds during free fall. M713, Ground Marker Round. This round is light green impact aluminum with black markings. It is used for aerial identification and for marking the location of soldiers on the ground. It arms between 15 and 45 meters. If a fuse fails to function on impact, the output mixture provided in the front end of the delay casing backs up the impact feature. The color of the ogive indicates the color of the smoke. M781, Practice Round. Used for practice, this round is blue zinc or aluminum, with white markings. It produces a yellow or orange signature on impact, arms between 14 and 27 meters, and has a danger radius of 20 meters. M651, CS Round. This round is gray aluminum with a green casing and black markings. Though it is a multi-purpose round, it is most effective for riot control and in urban operations. It arms between 10 and 30 meters and produces a white cloud of CS gas on impact. M576, Buckshot Round. This round is olive drab with black markings. Though it is a multi-purpose round, it is most effective in thick vegetated areas or for room clearing. Inside, it has 20 metal pellets, each weighing 24 grains, with a muzzle velocity of 269 meters per second. The round has no mechanical type fuse. Components. The M203 grenade launcher system comes with a variety of components, usually including the launcher, adapters for attachment to assault rifles, and leaf sights, which can be used with the rifle's front sight post. M203s can also come with quadrant sights, mounting to a MIL STD 1913 rail, or to the carrying handle of an M16 rifle. Variants. There are numerous variants of the M203 manufactured in the US, and throughout the world, for various applications. These vary chiefly in the length of the barrel, attachment type, and quick detach (QD) capability. The standard M203 is intended for permanent attachment to the M16A1, M16A2, and M16A3 rifles, and utilizes a 12-inch rifled barrel. The M203 unmodified to an A1/A2 series will not fit on the M4 carbine series. The US M203A1 has a barrel of 12 inches, while the SOP mod M203A1 has a 9-inch barrel. The M203A1 is intended for use with the M4 and M4A1 carbine, and uses a special bracket mount consisting of 3 screws and lacing wire. Only M203A2s consist of a quick-release bracket. The Canadian M203A1 by Dymaco, now Colt Canada, is a similar design with a different mounting system that does not require mounting points of the same profile as the M16A1 rifles. The weapon's 9-inch barrel slides further forward than the standard American models, which allows longer rounds to be loaded. This model is identifiable by the increased distance between the grenade launcher's barrel axis and the rifles. This weapon may no longer be in production, but is still in use. The M203A2 is intended for use with the M4 series/M16A4 and now also authorized on the M16A2 rifle as the MWS, modular weapon system. Using standard 12-inch barrels, the grenade launcher is intended for use in concert with the Knights Armament Company M5RAS. The M5 MWS rail system became authorized in December 2008 for the M16A2 rifle. An advantage of this system is the use of range-finding optics to make precise targeting easier. The M203 PI system is used for attachment of the M203 to other rifles, including, but not limited to, the Steyr AUG, Heckler & Koch G3 and other rifles, and even the MP5 submachine gun. Most of these other companies have since devised 40mm grenade launchers custom integrated with the weapon. The M203 DAX has a double-action trigger and longer breech opening to accommodate less lethal rounds. The M203 and M203A1 are currently manufactured by Airtronic USA, in Elk Grove Village, Illinois for the U.S. Department of Defense under contract numbers W52H09-06D0200 and W52H09-06D0225. Each contract is for up to 12,000 units. Each unit is shipped with handguard, leaf sight, and quadrant range sight. The contract's unit prices vary from $840 to $1,050 each. The production rate is 1,500 units per month. The M203 PI is manufactured for both the U.S. Department of Defense and for commercial sales to law enforcement agencies both in the United States and abroad, and for foreign military sales by RM Equipment Incorporated of Miami, Florida. The Turkish MKEK-made T-40 grenade launcher is based on the M203. The M203 37mm version became available on the U.S. market in 2017. It is available in a 9-inch and a 12-inch barrel version. They are scroll-marked, launcher, grenade M203 40mm, even though they are actually 37mm devices. These 37mm versions are considered a Title I firearm, and are not classified as destructive devices under the NFA. These launchers can be sold the same as regular firearms on an ATF Form 4473. Users: Afghanistan, Albania, Albanian Land Force, April 3, 2015. Argentina, Australia, M203 PI variant for F88 Auster, and M203A1 for M4A1 carbines. Austria, M203 PI variant. Bangladesh, used by SWATs. Bolivia, Brazil, Brunei, Cameroon, Canada, Canadian Forces, M203A1 variant produced by Colt Canada, formerly Dymaco prior to 2005. Congo-Kinshasa, Czech Republic, Bushmaster M203 used with the Bushmaster M4A3 carbine issued to Czech Special Forces. Denmark, Dominican Republic, East Timor, Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, France, Gabon, Georgia, Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, Honduras, India, Indonesia, locally produced by PT Pindad as SPG-1. Iraq, Ireland, Irish Army Specialist Units, including the Army Ranger Wing, ARW. Israel, Italy, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Liberia, Malaysia, Mexico, Morocco, Myanmar, Netherlands, New Zealand, M203 PI variant. Oman, Pakistan, used by the Pakistan Army. Panama, Papua New Guinea, Bougainville, used by Bougainville Revolutionary Army. Captured from Papua New Guinea Defense Force. Philippines, also manufactured by the Floro International Corporation as the FIC M203 in 2008. Qatar, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, used by Senegalese peacekeepers in Darfur. Sierra Leone, Singapore, South Korea, a locally manufactured clone, designated K201, is deployed on the K2 assault rifle. Sri Lanka, Sweden, designated as Granatil Sats 40mm AK in the Swedish Armed Forces. Thailand, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, Special Air Service, United States. Civilian ownership in the United States. In the United States, M203 grenade launcher attachments fitted with the standard rifled 40mm barrel are classified as destructive devices under the National Firearms Act Part 26 U.S.C. 5845, 27 CFR 479.11, because they are a non-sporting firearm with a bore greater than 1/2 inch in diameter. M203s are on the civilian NFA market but are limited as most manufacturers have quit selling to the civilian markets. New M203 launchers sell for approximately $2,000 plus a $200 transfer tax, and new manufacture 40mm training ammunition is available for $5 to $10 per cartridge, as of March 2011. High explosive 40mm grenades are available for $400 to $500 per cartridge, however, they are exceedingly rare on the civilian market, as each grenade constitutes a destructive device on its own, and must be registered with the federal government, requiring payment of a $200 tax and compliance with storage regulations for high explosives. There are also subcaliber adapters available for the 40mm M203 and M79 grenade launchers, which will allow the use of standard 12-gauge shotgun shells and .22 rimfire ammo. In 2017, a 37mm civilian version became available on the market that is not considered an NFA weapon. As the 37mm version is not classified as a destructive device, it can be sold to the general public on the same ATF Form 4473 as most other firearms. This civilian version sells for around $2,000. Data. The following technical data for the M203/M203A1 grenade launcher comes directly from the U.S. Army Field Manual FM 3-22.31 40mm grenade launcher, M203. A weapon. Length. Rifle and grenade launcher, overall, 99.0 cm, 39 inches. Barrel only, 30.5 cm, 12 inches. Rifling, 25.4 cm, 10 inches. Weight. Launcher, unloaded, 1.4 kg, 3.0 pounds. Launcher, loaded, 1.6 kg, 3.5 pounds. Rifle and grenade launcher, both fully loaded, 5.0 kg, 11.0 pounds. Number of lands, 6 right-hand twist. B. Ammunition. Caliber, 40 mm. Weight, about 227 grams, 8 ounces. See operational characteristics. Action, single shot. Sights. Front, leaf sight assembly. Rear, quadrant sight. Chamber pressure, 206,325 kPa, 35,000 psi. Muzzle velocity, 76 m/s, 250 fps. Maximum range, about 400 meters, 1,312 feet. Maximum effective range. Fire team sized area target, 350 meters, 1,148 feet. Vehicle or weapon point target, 150 meters, 492 feet. Minimum safe firing range, HE. Training, 130 meters, 426 feet. Combat, 31 meters, 102 feet. Minimum arming range, about 14 to 38 meters, 46 to 125 feet. Rate of fire, 5 to 7 rounds per minute. Minimum combat load, 36 He rounds. Note, some data differs for versions that attach to the M4 carbine. The 40mm grenades used in the M203, 40x46mm, are not the same as those used by the Mk19 grenade launcher, 40x53mm, which are fired at a higher velocity.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.